Leo with Enlightened Mystic Essentials, and today we are going to see how divine feminines view themselves. Now, listen before y'all give me too much. If this is not you, then this is the energy that we're picking up on other divine feminines. And everything that we're going to do is going to be for a collective, but we want the most prominent, dominant energies, okay? And it also depends on the step that you're on, right? So if you're on step one, you're not going to feel how a person who is almost in union with their divine masculine is going to feel or see themselves, okay? So, in another thing, I have been praying and I have been talking to Spirit. I say, Spirit, what do we need to do as divine feminines, right? Because doing these reads, I've been noticing like a lot of divine feminines are in their head confused. Don't know which way to go, don't know what to do, right? And a lot of you are in the stage or you are stuck on that place of heartbreak, right? So I said, well, what do we need to do? You don't know how to feel, you don't know how to act, you don't know what to do, you don't know what to think. Listen, I know I've been telling you all about building up and protecting up because you got the karmic coming in here, giving you too much, doing too much. And then you have some of these divine masculines, depending on what step you're on, attacking you as well, right? And even though, like, when I say attacking you as well, not necessarily like manifesting against you, even though some are going to be, but even just for as them listening to other people, other attachments, whether it be family, friends, associates, society, religion. What do we need to do? So Spirit says it's time to fast, right? It's time to sacrifice. It's time to pray. It's time to build up. So I said, well, how are we going to do this? Step by step, just like the twin flame journey or the divine feminine, divine masculine is a step or a stage within a journey. Spirit says, okay, we'll start out with one week. Just start with 1 week. And when I say fasting, that doesn't mean you don't eat any food or whatever. What are you willing to sacrifice for 1 week? Like me, I said my sacrifice is going to be from meat. Even though I don't eat a lot of meat, I'm still a vegetable and rice type of person, right? But even just like leaving alone the chicken, the hamburgers, the fish for a whole week, we are literally being given steps to build up, to power up, to let go of the mind confusion and the mind fog and let go of these emotions. So what are you willing to sacrifice for 1 week starting out? So I say meat. Some can say sweets. And then I say, well, Spirit, what if someone forgets and every day you eat meat or every day you eat sweets? You just push your time back an extra day. So until you get it and you don't know when people are going to view these videos. So we might be done with our first week and someone is just watching this video for the first time. So their week will start. And then I come back on. Spirit say, okay, it's time to do it again. So we're starting out with 1 week, divine feminines. Or others who view, you don't necessarily have to be a divine feminine, whatever. If you want to create change and you want to clear mental blocks, what are you doing? What are we doing? We're getting ready to sacrifice something, whether it be sweets. If you are addicted to tea or like soda, you need to sacrifice that. What is your greatest addiction? If you are a person who watches TV 4 hours a day, can you cut that down to 2 hours a day? Watch TV 2 hours a day and read about yourself for 2 hours. The other remaining 2 hours. Sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice? Because it's a lot of divine feminines out there that's just, and people too. And you don't necessarily have to be on the twin flame journey, but if you want change or you are ready to see change, what must you do? Figure out what you can live without for 1 week and sacrifice it. And make sure that you pray and say, I'm coming in, as myself and spirit or the divines or the most high or the heavens, whoever you serve up under. I'm willing to sacrifice not eating meat for a whole week so I can see change, or let you know that I am willing to accept change in my mental, in my emotions, in my physical body, in my well-being, whatever. And let it be that. That's what we doing. So when you get time and you figure it out, comment down below. What are you willing to sacrifice for a whole week? I'm on it. I'll be the first. As soon as this video get uploaded, I'm sacrificing meat. And then you are going to see the difference within your bodies, within your mental, within your emotions. Because I've been telling everyone about all this negative. It's time to open up the gate, open up the way for a change. Whether it be not a change for everything around you, but for a change of you, just for you. And then some of you I did the energy reads, and I see some people are being rejected on applications. Who's to say that this isn't a breakthrough you need? Hello? How hard is it? You're a person who likes to speed down the road every day. Sacrifice speeding. Okay, all this week I'm just going to do the speed limit. And then you'll save on gas, you know what I'm saying? Save in your pocket. Just saying. So let's look at these energies and feelings and spiritual messages for the divine feminines, okay? We're going to start out with main energies, right? Followed by spiritual messages. And then we're going to look at the energy of the divine feminines. Yes. And how they view themselves. Because I really want to know. And then anything that needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted, we will. And then we're going to break everything down. Listen, if anything negative or dark comes out, I have those cards ready to go too. So I hope y'all don't get too dark. Okay? So let's go. Energy. Spirit. What is the energy or energies of the divine feminines at this time? Divine feminines. First one out. Plan, strategy. The creation of a plan, the creation of a strategy. What? I wonder how many of y'all going to be actually like on board. Don't forget I received that message from Spirit because I've been asking. Another message or energy. Ooh, some of you are all tied up. Whether it be you're tied up within yourself, or the karmic has you tied up, the masculine has you tied up. Something is here blocking you. But it's a way out, baby. Some of you are manifesting. Magician in the mirror. Listen, let's go. Let's go. All right, feminines. Spirit, what is the spiritual message that cannot be seen in the physical, but is there in the spiritual for the strategy or the plan for the divine feminines? What is it that you don't see? What is it that you don't know? A breakthrough is coming. Ice Queen. Hold up. Slow down. About this plan. Some of you planning on that get back. Don't do it. All tied up, Spirit, for divine feminines. Fire Prince. Optimism and aggression. What is that? Fuel to that fire. What actions must you take to shake up out of this all tied up? And for the Magician, we finna create movement, baby. We finna go ahead and push forward. Movement. You have two with this Magician. Whew. Listen. For you that are here with this Magician, whether it be you or them, listen. There's work that needs to be done. Because we have the wise woman of the Wonderwood or Wonderland. And you know, if you've been journeying with me, this lady is work. But for the rest of you, literally being put in prison. Prison waif. That's that block, man. Stuck. Not seeing a way out, even though there's a way out. No. No. If this is you, all you have to do is turn around and go towards the light, Carol. Go towards the light, please. Some of you don't see it, man. No, we not on this. Nope. Spirit 4, the divine feminines, and this strategy. What is the feeling of the divine feminine at this time? Y'all have a lot. Actually, you have 4, look like 4, 5. It's a lot of energy. You have the Ace of Wands. That's that action, baby. The Ace of Wands. The Queen of Wands. The Six of Pentacles. Glad it's in the middle. The Seven of Wands. And the Starman. This is also the Magician. Y'all got going. It's a lot, but we good. We okay. Not too bad, honestly. But it's all tied up in the Fire Prince. You have the Tower. I said breakthrough. 2 of Swords. 6 of Swords. And for this Magician, it's a lot going on. You have a lot. The Devil is here. The Devil. Let me move my fingers. So used to holding it at the bottom. The Alien. The Prince of Swords. This 10 of Swords. What's up with these swords, y'all? All in your head. The World. And the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. Whew. We good, though. We good. So let me clear off the board. And we'll get to the first one. All right. Let's move these out of the way. Oh, this is the one that had, okay, our first one has a lot. I'm glad that the 6 of Pentacles is actually in the middle. So a strategy is being created. This is the first. This could be how a lot of you are feeling. This could be what you don't know, what you don't see, what's up next, you know. You just don't know, but we're going to see. The creation of a plan, the creation of a strategy is being given. Even though you may not see it right now, because the Ice Queen is here representing preserved ideas and non-movement, also entitlement. Some of you may be asleep or not open to receiving any messages at this time because you have a white owl and the divine feminine sleeping, right? Can't receive the message. And this is the card of one, the one you, the one thought, the one journey. Some of you have an idea in your head and spirit is saying, no, wait, don't move forward until you make sure all your I's are dotted and all your T's are crossed. And then together, these cards make a 4. What are the 4s? Listen, when I say 4s have been coming out heavy, 4s talk about the grounding or the stabilization of a situation, the bringing down, calming down. 4 also talks about what needs to be grounded or what's going on around the situation, within the situation, or in the root of a situation. What is going on within the structure? Could be a home, a building, an office, whatever. Or what is going on in the foundation of a relationship or a situationship, right? So if your relationship or situationship has holes and the ground is not sturdy or strong, it is going to fall, right? So they're telling us a plan is it's a new plan being created, but you either have to wait for it or you have to bury it. Because 4 also talks about the burying or the ending of a situation. What is it that you need to wake up and see? What is it that you need to wake up and understand? What do you need to wake up and receive? It's a message here. Contracts, money, direction, wish being fulfilled, the key to a lock. It's a lot going on here. In strategy, you got a key up here, a compass, and it's a star representing wish fulfillment or new direction. And then you have money, the signing of a contract. It's a lot going on. So what is it pertaining to? Holding on or grounding. So here you have a new journey, whether it be physical, spiritual, or emotional. Here, the Ace of Wands towards the Queen of Wands. And this Queen of Wands has a sunflower upon her head. Sunflowers also represent sun, of course. So there is a new idea or a new plan, see, being given to you. And the new plan that is being given to you is going to open up the doorway towards a new journey. Excuse me. Yeah. That's what you want. Seeing what you need to see. And it's going to create change because in the Queen of Wands, there are 5 queens. Well, one major queen, but there are 4 more replicas of her. So it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the sunflower is upon your head. The pollination of a new plan is what I hear. Or of a new situation. Journey. Wand. And then some of you are either going to have the strength or you're going to be building up strength because the 2 panthers are here. 2 panthers. Look, 1, 2. So they can represent your strength or they can represent your enemy. You have to be careful. But don't forget you always have one. You always have a wand to what? Fight. Pick up your wand. It's being given to you, Queen of Wands. A scale is here. Balance. Balance of money. Balance of a wish. Balance of a way. Letting go of the darkness and the negativity. Someone is earning their strength. Look. The masculine energy wears a tiger's head. The feminine energy is like a bird. It's crazy. But it's what it is. But see that dark image? Down to the ground. Someone is stepping out of their shadow self or letting go of their shadow self for a new way or wish fulfilled. That is the star, and it's everywhere. Pentacles everywhere. Someone is rooted in solid. Look at the tree limbs, right? Yeah. Money is everywhere, and the masculine energy is like literally part of the tree, part of the root of the tree. Balance, because it's tree, like limbs coming out of the masculine. Getting ready to be rooted and grounded and letting go of the shadow side, right? So now you have the 7 of Wands. Destruction. I see a gun. I also see a red flower. I see a black bird. Look. There's the little flower. So there's always hope of something beautiful. There's the black bird, communication or a message of darkness or out of the darkness. And then here's the gun. Let me show you the gun. Fighting, resisting, warring, right there. See that gun right there? Yeah. In here, it's like a doorway, gateway leading to maybe destruction. Right there. Look at the lightning. When I say this image is a lot, it's a lot. But here you have someone standing on top of that gateway or doorway, like fighting off the Seven of Wands or Seven of Wands. This person here is like in a karate stance or position, kicking away or fighting away the Seven of Wands. Resistance, resisting the Starman. Who is the Starman? The Starman is the magician, baby. Resisting what is being created. And we definitely finna have to break this down. That's the Starman. Look. The magician. The Starman himself. You have a star over the heart. Look at that star in the heart. A wish fulfillment or new way, because that's the star right there. Look at the star. You have a head over here. That's what you can't see. That's in the spiritual. And within the gut, you have a baby forming. Look at that baby. That's a baby. It's like a little embryo right there in the gut. It's something getting ready to be. Some may be pregnant, but what is getting ready to come out of the root, over the intellect, and over the emotional chakra. In one hand, you have a gun, and in the other hand, you have a key. So you have, look. Let me make sure I got them. Let me see. Where you at? Here's the key. Look at the key right there. One hand is the key to the unlock, the unleash, or the key to everything, to open doors. And in the other hand, here's a revolver. If y'all know, I know what it is. Let me see if I can get it where you can see it. And it's like fighting, warring. That is the gun. Look at the revolver. That's the handle. Look at it. Fighting. One hand I can fight and resist, and the other, the other hand I can open doors, manifest. I have the tools that I need. Right? Manifesting. So when you talk about somebody manifesting, are you manifesting to kill the new plan, or are you manifesting to unlock the new plan? You see? Manifesting. And when I say it's a scale, because you have the Six of Pentacles in the middle, right? What is on one end? A new journey at hand for the Queen of Wands, right? For someone who is willing to take a new journey is being offered. And for those who don't want a new journey and they want to stay and fight, you are going to either fight for the key of the unlocking, the unblocking or the release, or you are going to stay and fight fire with fire. That's that revolver. That's that gun. See? What are you going to do? Who are you? I'm going to resist everything coming my way, Leah. And some of y'all like, man, forget that. I'm gone. That's exactly what it says. Sweet ideas of the mind is the Queen of Wands. Time for me to leave and take a break. Find something new. Find a new journey along the way. Find a go away. Vacation. I need a break from it all. Some of you are going to step back. It just depends on the journey that you are on. So let's break down. Spirit, clarify this creation of strategy. Creation of strategy. Strategy. The creation of the strategy. You have two. 4 cups. Let's not get stuck in these fours, please. Tower. Contemplating or turning your back on major changes. Which is it? See? Holding a new love and a new journey in your hand while focusing on attachments. You see? So turning your back on the Tower, or major changes, sudden changes. Not being able to move. Some of you are stuck. Some of you are stuck. What is up under the deck? A family situation could be the block. Look. Whether it is you that are not moving, or whether that is the reason that you are not moving. Family. Someone has to deal with family. So when you talk about the 10 of coin, that is that 3 of cups, because 3 of cups talks about attachments. Focusing on attachments. New journey and new love at hand, but focus on the attachment. Who is the attachment? The family situation. So focus on the attachments that literally you don't see change. You don't create change. You're not manifesting for change. And they telling you it is the opportunity of a new plan. But you're stuck. See? Can't see. I'm asleep. And it's funny because the 4 of Cups is going away from the Tower. See? Away. Back towards the Tower. Just like this Ice Queen is asleep away from the creation of a new strategy. It's crazy. It's like literally turning her back. Look. Back. She sleep, but towards the strategy. Same thing. Same thing. Family. 10 of coin. Family is the block. Family. Spirit, clarify the 4 of Cups and the Tower. 4 of Cups and the Tower. Not seeing these changes directly on top of the Tower. Look. 7 of Cups. No, 7 of coin. Yeah, 7 of coin. Ace of Cups. Look. The unfulfillment of divine love. Look. Can't see the changes. And when you talk about the 7 of coin, this is the creation of the 4 of coin. What is the 4 of coin? Being held back. See? Y'all better get with it. So you do what you gotta do. What is going on? The family is creating all this mess. Not being able to balance out a family situation. Look. 6 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles or 10 of coins. Same thing, right? The family or the 10 of coin was what needs to be balanced, because the 6 of coin or 6 of Pentacles talks about balancing, right? Scale. And you have a scale. Until the family situation is going to be balanced or needs to be balanced or is going to get worked on, many are going to get offered a new journey, and many have new journey in their sights. Because this is how the divine feminine feels. I'm going on me a new journey, and you're not going to stop me because you cannot balance out your family situation. See? And some of you are like, well, until the family situation is balanced out, see? I am going to fight for or fight against all of these blocks and negatives and holes, and I'm going to fight against the karmics, and I'm going to fight against all this manifesting darkness. I'm going to fight, resist, push away. Or they could be saying you are going to resist and block the negative while you manifest. Just make sure you manifest in the light. So, that's one energy that's here. It's one of the energies that are here, creating a scale. Creating a scale. That's why I said I'm glad that the 6 of coin or the 6 of Pentacles is in the middle. And then the thing about this 6 of coin or 6 of Pentacles, orange is everywhere. And that's what you want, because the orange is all about open way and open road. Balancing of the scale in a light manner, positive manner. That's what you want, feminine. Telling you. That's how you want. That's what you want. That's how you want it. Told you all about being negative. Watch your mind. Watch your mouth. Because it's very crucial. We're getting in the crucial stage right now. So the next energy. Some may feel tied up. Some may not know that they're tied up. But it's here. It's here. Because some of these karmas go hard. And I know a lot of y'all say, oh, I don't care about her. All right, well, guess what? I hope you're not caring, if you're not one of these people, you don't care enough where you don't try to protect yourself, because everything that they do is going to hit you, whether you believe it or not. And like I told you before, I've seen people lose their lives. This is not a game. All tied up, what needs to change? All tied up. It is a card of 5. All tied up. Everything is tied up but your head. And then the thing about it is, it's a good thing because your head is going over here towards the fire prince. Yes. What is the what are you being optimistic about? Or what are you setting your sights on? What are you going to take action and be aggressive about? What is going on? And together they make a 9, and the 9 is the divines. This is what they're breaking your attention to. What needs to change? The divine feminine being all tied up so they can ground or stabilize the fire or the optimistic or the aggression within them to take action. See? That's how that go. The fire prince is a card of 4. What needs to be grounded? What needs to be stabilized? Where does your focus need to be? Right? But it also talks about what needs to be buried. Because it could talk about you burying or ending the aggression, the anger. That's a block, a mental block. And that's keeping you tied up, bonded up, stuck. What needs to change? See? So be careful of what you think and what you say. So here's the Tower. And it's funny because the fire prince is heating up a situation, and it's either heating up or tearing down. What is going on? Because the fire prince is shooting its fire over here at this tower. You either creating a heated situation of change, or you're burning down a block of the tower. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. But you don't want to take your anger, that's that aggression, and create or build up a tower. See how that can go 2 different ways. So that's why you have to be careful with these 4s, because they can talk about grounding and stabilization, but they can also talk about what is being restricted or buried. See, be careful, be careful. Be very, very careful. So here you have the fire prince being optimistic, shooting fire at the tower, trying to knock the tower down. Yes. And then it's funny because you have fireballs literally flying at the tower. Look at those fireballs flying towards the tower, knocking it down, knocking down that block. But what is going on with this block? It's an indecision. This is the block trying to tear it down, trying to see through it, trying to see around it. And then if you've been journeying, you already know if you cannot go through it and you cannot go around it, where must you go? Over it. Get through it. Breakthroughs, baby, breakthroughs. So knocking down the tower to face or address the 2 of wands, the 2 of swords. Woo! 2 of wands. Some of you may be in that 2 of wands. 2 of swords is the mental. The 2 of wands is that action, that passion, that drive, just like the fire prince. Fire prince represent the same thing, baby. So facing mental and facing action, right? Literally, you have a person here being tore into 2, and the explosion of their skeleton is here. Look right here. Look right here. And they are holding these 2 wooden swords. And when you start talking about these 2 swords being held up like that, this creates the doorway, the gateway, or a threshold. So divine feminines, do you walk through it to move forward? Yes, that's what you do. You have to be able to see the opportunity within the indecision or the deceit or the blindness. What is it that you're not seeing? It's an opportunity here, and I see it everywhere. This tower being blowed up is an opportunity. Goodbye, block. So you can stand up and stand strong and face that mental indecision or that indecision of the action, the Two of Wands, because I said Two of Wands for a reason, right? And then that happens when you allow spirit to speak through you, not just receiving the messages with your eyes and just talking, but speak through me, use me. So some of you are at a crossroads in your mental or in your action. Which way should I go, Leah? What should I think, Leah? Which way? Stay positive. Always stay positive, right? And then here you are being presented with two steps, both leading up, two stairways. One leads to the physical, and one leads into a spiritual. Look at those stairs, up, 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 up. But look at. You have a physical castle in the blue. When you start talking about blues, you talk about the calming, the relaxing, the calming down, the chilling, the relaxing, or the non-stressing in the physical. But see, the goal is not obtained until you see the spiritual. See, the spiritual is like two castles or two homes built on top of each other. When you start talking about that goal, what is the goal? The illumination of abundance. It's the same color as the sun, baby. Abundance, ultimate success. So which pathway will you take? And I'm coming back and I'm getting ready to do the divine feminine's pathways. You see? So, tearing down of the tower to move it out the way. It's nothing to me. This is some of you. Then being hit with the indecision of the mind or the movement. Getting through it. Getting through it. Only to be met by the Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. It's all good. I hear you are either going to submit to the obstacle or the block, or you are going to get through it, because you have nothing but swords here. And together they make the Eight of Swords. The Two of Swords and the Six of Swords make the Eight of Swords, which is being mentally blocked within your head. Y'all better go ahead and go through that doorway, gateway, and get over it. Get over it. And here the Six of Swords talks about movement. Let's go. Divine feminines. And here this person is on a boat surrounded by lava, right? Listen now, watch now. They are being distracted towards this little face that they're trying to block, but they don't see that their boat is getting ready to fall in that lava hole. So when you like fall over, like how like a whirlpool, but it's full of lava. Listen, a snake is here and a cheetah is also here, so you are not alone. There's the snake, a pink snake, and there's the cheetah. Now listen, let me talk to you. Because that snake is pink, this could talk about what is the passion or the compassion, or what is the peace, kindness, joy, or friendship, because pink talks about a lot of things. It's like you literally will save your wisdom or set aside your wisdom, because see, these are the same color. So it's like this is your spirit guide, right? You have to be careful, because here this cheetah is getting ready to attack that snake. So this is the enemy. And don't forget, anytime you talk about dogs and cats, you have to be careful, because they can represent friend or enemies. And this cheetah isn't going over here to help the snake. It's going to eat the snake. It's hungry. And why is it out there in the lava anyway? Because it's evil, right? So your focus is off. And then here's the fire up there being created in your mental. Focus is off. You set your passion and your romance and all these things that are pink, friendship. You will save those things only to be devoured by the enemy, or to attempt to be devoured by the enemy. So when you pay attention to one thing that has your focus, pay attention to all things. Or if it is a true friend or it is true wisdom, apply it or keep it close to you. Because see, the boat really serves as a protection. But you set your friend or your wisdom outside of the protection zone. And now it's literally going to be attacked. And if you want to talk about karmics, while you're focusing on fighting against that spiritual being or that enemy or the darkness, here's the karmic coming to try to kill or devour whatever the pink is for you. Because the pink could talk about friendship, partnership, businesships, yeah, job, friends, family, joy, happiness, kindness. Pink, compassion, romance, passion. See? So you just be careful because it depends on your cards, because snakes also represent low vibration. But considering the fact that you and the snake are the same color, this is something that is dear to you. You set outside of harm's way only to set it in the path of something dangerous or someone dangerous. So you get through it, divine feminine. If you can't go over it, you can't go through it, then you what? Go around it. It's always an option out. So let's look at, I don't want to look at all tied up because it's a few of you tied up in different ways. But let's look at this fire print. Spirit, clarify this fire prints for the divine feminines or the divine feminine, baby. Came out over the Two of Swords. Let me show you. Got a few cards. Two of Swords clarified with the Nine of Swords. What? Get out of your head. I'm telling you now, and it's not the only one here. You have the Nine of Swords followed by the Ace of Coin. Cups, coin, divine love, divine value. See how it's flipping? And Queen of Coin. This is divine feminine. The Queen of Value. Purification of the heart, surrounded by the power of the empowerment, yet and still very compassionate. Let's go. The indecision of the mind or the indecision of action. Because don't forget the Two of Swords also talks about the Two of Wands, right? Worried towards divine love. I'm worried, Lee. I'm worried about my divine love that is coming towards me. Coming towards me. See? Yeah. What is the fire? Are you optimistic or are you aggressive with it? See? Be careful. What is under the bottom of the deck? Because see, the Magician, listen y'all, toward being manifested. Who's manifesting? The Empress. And you know the Empress talks about the karmic that they're with, the wife, the girlfriend, whatever, that the feminine that they're with. Yeah. This person is manifesting. She's manifesting. She's always manifesting. But who is she manifesting towards? The King of Coins. That's the divine masculine. Because these two supposed to be together. Supposed to be one. See how that go? Feminine, masculine. See that? But let's see what's being manifested. Stand up. Stand up. Resistance. What is being the resistance? Pushing away of the divine masculine. See, stand up and pushing it away. It's going to cause a creation or the creation of conflict of action. See, this is what's going to create it. They want you to push them away. They don't want you to be with them. All right? It's going to cause a conflict of action. See, towards who? Divine worth. Right here, listen. Two of the same. The ultimate worth, the ultimate bond, the ultimate union. See? These two. Boom. Feminine, masculine. You gotta pay attention. Right? I want you to push them away. Fight, 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 fight. Push them away, push them away. I don't want you with them. Right? Conflict towards the value. Conflict towards seeing the value. Conflict towards being the value. Valuable. What else? Look, the Queen of Swords. That's the one who's all in their head. Let me tell you about this Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, these the same people. This is you in your bossed up energy, Empress. And this is when you're out of your bossed up energy. You can be a queen, what? Yeah. Chop off her head. Cause confusion. That's what they say. Be careful. And this is the final decision. Final decision. Final decision. This is what I want. This is what who wants. This is what I want. This person. The one that they're with, the karmic. And this is what I'm going to create. See, this is what I'm going to manifest. See, watch out. Hold on, let me put it back. Right? What are you going to create? What are you going to create? I'm going to create that the divine feminine pushes the divine masculine away. Watch, now watch. Look. Right? And that is going to cause a conflict to their relationship, to their value, what they see, how they act, how they move. This is why it fell upon the Two of Swords when it came out. Because don't forget, the Two of Swords is also the Two of Wands. How you think is how you move. And isn't it quite funny that you got all these wands here? The pushing away that's going to cause the conflict of action. And worry. Worry that I am what? Causing. The Queen of Swords is the final decision. And the Empress is creating and manifesting. Y'all better get with it. Get with it. Right? So don't worry. And do not walk out here or go out here unprotected or with mental defeat within your mind, because it's going to leave room for error. You must keep your wisdom on point, and you must keep your self or your mind protected at all times. Divine feminines, be careful. Movement. And then the thing about movement is going towards the Two of Wands, Two of Swords. They want you to move towards not knowing what to do as far as action, and not knowing what to think towards this mental. We ain't going for that. This is the ones who are all tied up, because the only thing that is able to move here is your what? Your head. And guess what? I'm going to tell you something. That's a good thing, because you never want the enemy inside your head. You can put a block on my pathway, but long as I have my head to figure it out, who cares? Keep it up. So which is the way in which you're going to think? Are you going to think in a negative, aggressive way? Or are you going to think in a logical way in which you create optimism to get out of any type of situation or block or hole? What? Let's go. That's why your attention is being drawn here. How you think, see, is what's going to create that action. That's that tower. All tied up, but your logic is free to either apply optimism towards burning down major changes, burning down major blocks, yeah, or are you tied up and you using your head to go at this aggressively and allow the buildup of the tower? You either tear it down or you blow it up. What you gonna do, divine feminines? See how this work? And all together, this is a what? Let me see. That's a 9, 10, 15, 6, 10, 26, 8. All of these talk about 8 spiritual rebirths and rejuvenations, calling for a spirit in a situation. Transformation, baby. Transforming out of the aggressive thinking or the aggression of thinking towards heating up or building up that tower, towards tearing it down. Let's go. Ain't no blocks, ain't no stops, ain't nothing but straight movement. If I can't go over it, I'll go through it. If I can't go through it, I'll go around it. It's all about your mind. Let's go, divine feminines. How are you using your logic? How are you going forth towards action? You have the power. You have the fire to do what you need to do. Towards blowing it up. Get it out your way. Yeah. Tearing it down. Get out your way. Or building it up where it's in your way. What are you going to do? Let's go, divine feminines. It's not hard. It's not hard. You know if you can move or not. You know what you feel. You know what you're not doing. Now let's get over here towards this manifesting. It's a lot going on. You got the devil up in here, the alien. You got 1, 2, 3 majors here. 2 swords and 1 pentacle. It's a lot. So, creating and manifesting. Creating transformations. Calling forth spirit in a situation. This is the Magician and it is the card of 8. And you're going to need help, I'm telling you. This Magician talks about having the light in the fire or the water and the passion in either hand to create and manifest. But see, the thing about this magician has a mirror that they look in to see how things are going that they have created. And if they don't like what they see, they recreate again. Transformations. And then, so clarifying what's going on within the spiritual realm. You have someone creating integrity or compromise. Who gets integrity? Who gets compromise between the two? Between the divine feminine and the divine masculine, or the divine masculine and the karmic, because we reading for the feminine, the creation. And for some of you, this is going to create a 4, the prison waif, self-sabotage or poverty of thinking, lack of knowledge, no movement. You're literally going to put yourself in prison. Listen, man, we're not on this. The creating, having a choice, because together they make a 2. These 2 cards make a 2. What are the 2s? Pairs, opportunities, doorway, gateways, threshold, the bonding factor, 2 becoming 1. Conversation and debating. Conversating is the talking, the compromising. The debating is the negotiation, the yelling, the fighting, the arguing, the police being called, someone getting in trouble, going before a judge. Yeah. So who gets integrity? Who gets compromise? Divine feminines. Showing actions of integrity and giving compromise. If you are in your mental or in your head, forget the divine masculine. Block. Self-sabotage, poverty of thinking. That karmic, they'll never be able to touch me. I show them a thing or 2. Block. That's why I say get out of your head. I ain't worrying about the karmic. This is because this is divine feminine. They want to use black magic on me. I use black magic on them. Block. If I see that karmic, I'ma beat her. Block. I'm telling you. Y'all better get with it. When I say this person, this little lady here is work, I mean that. Whether it be you giving compromise to yourself so you can have integrity in action. It just depends on what gets integrity, who gets integrity, what gets compromised, or who gets compromised. This is work. And then the thing about it is, when you create, you better create in the light and you better create right, because if you don't, that prison waif waits at the end of it all for you. So when you talk about the 4s, what is the 4s? The grounding or the stabilization, the bringing down or the calming down, putting it down, burying a situation, ending a situation, completing a situation. And the main colors of this card is white, brown, and green. It's white talks about the purification, the clarity of the brown, which is the grounding or the stabilization of green, abundance, wealth, success, or new growth. And then it also could talk about, that's why I say this card is very serious, because you got a card of 4 and the colors that represent the 4 they the same color, the same number. So you better be careful. And when you talk about the white is the purification or clarity of the brown, which is the restricting of the green, the abundance, the success, the growth, the new growth, the wealth. Yeah, the movement forward is also green. So how you play your cards is very crucial. And they are talking about the divine feminine because these two cards make a 7. What is the 7? 7 is a number of self-reflection. And all together they talk about bringing it all towards the balance because all these cards make a 6. So what are you going to do? Y'all better get with it. Get with it. So the devil is here. Here we go with this devil. Oh my God. But it's okay. Because if you can't get through it, we not worried, right? If you can't, let's go over it again. If you can't get through it, you must go around it. If you can't go around it, then you can go what? Over it. Yes. If you can't go around it and you can't go over it, then you can go what? Through it. Always and forever, there's always a what? Way. A way out. A way forward. A way back. Because sometimes we have to what? Learn how to step back. Yes. So you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But see, the devil will come up in here. And try to tell you, oh, divine feminine, there's no way around that. You will never be able to get through that. You're not big enough. You're not tall enough. You're not smart enough. You're not flexible enough. Oh, yes. And some of you will believe it. Who's on that? We're not on that. I'm not on that. Because I'm always here telling you what to look for, what to expect, or, what you can go through or what you will deal with or whatever, because I always try to give you a heads up in every situation. Don't allow this devil up in here to stop you, block you. The devil is here. It also talks about the bond factor, because you have twos. What are the twos? Pairs, doorway, gateways, thresholds, opportunities, as well as what? Missed opportunities. I'm telling you. So when I tell you to be careful, twos also talks about two becoming one. Yeah, that's relationship factor. I hear cross my heart and hope to die. Y'all better be careful. Twos also talk about conversating and what? Debating, the fighting, the yelling, the arguing, instead of compromising and talking out a situation in an adult way. You know what I mean? So you better be careful, because the devil is that two, man. That two talks about a lot. I'm over here looking for something I want to show y'all, but I can't seem to find it. I might have to roll with that one. That ain't it, though. It's crazy because I can't find it. It must not be meant for me to find. So anyway, the devil, twos, bondage. One eye's in the physical and one eye's in the darkness. Look at the devil. Look at the eyes. One eye's in the physical, the other eye's in the darkness. There go that bondage factor staring at you. Darkness, roots. Rooted in darkness, right? But in the head, you have red roots. Mental thoughts of love or mental thoughts of defeat. See? Rooted in darkness. Watching your thoughts. Watching how you think is very crucial. Very crucial. And then the thing about it is the devil is looking over here towards the alien or the hermit. See? Hermit, alien. Right? Same thing. When you start talking about looking over here towards this alien or the hermit, major arcana number 9, what is going on within the mind, what is going on in the heart, what is going on in the root, because you have a light coming out of the forehead. That's why I said cross my heart and hope to die. There's like 2 staffs or 2 swords crossing over the heart, leading down into the root. Everything is on fire. The candle is here. A book is here, or a contract. That's a book. There's a little dog in the background, and y'all already know dogs talk about friend or enemies. What else I see? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Block. Like a block, figuring something out using your logic. Look right there. It's a block over a book. So the illumination of knowledge and the figuring out using knowledge. Let's go. Hermit. Traveling alone, being alone, assessing alone, figuring it out by yourself, going towards the Prince of Swords. That looking, that spying, or that mental clarity. Figuring out the illumination. Something is being illuminated for you to take action. That's what's going on in this hermit. Take action. And here, the Prince of Swords. In the background, you have spiritual beings in the background, but you have destruction in front of you. Look at them. Bomb. But in the background is spiritual beings. Look at the illumination of the spiritual beings. 1, 2, 3. Mental clarity. Whether it be in the physical or the spiritual. Spiritual guidance around or through, over the destruction of the physical. And a black bird is here. Look at that bird flying straight towards your head. Birds represent messages. Is it a message of darkness or a message out of the darkness that is coming towards your head? See? And then here you have the Ten of Swords, the completion. The completion. Also talking about two. Where one is dead, the other is alive. I'm telling you. This person that is dead, or that thing or that situation that is dead, this is the person that is alive. They have a ring busting up the Ten of Swords so they won't be impaled. And it is stemming from the root, the completion. Something is over. What is in your head? I am no longer going to be negative towards my divine masculine. I am no longer going to take action, or is action going to be a shock? Telling you. 2 becomes 1. Or is it the 2 falling apart? Because see, the thing about it is, even though one is dead because they are impaled through the heart, right there, they're impaled through the heart, right? This person is shooting the lightning and busting up the other swords that are falling. Look at the hand. Look. They're getting ready to touch, or they're falling away. Look at their fingers. 2 becomes 1. Letting go of the old, so some things can be addressed in order to come back together, because it is in the root. Look at the root of life, of matrix, of a situation, within a situation, within the world. You know what I mean? The completion, the completion, the completion. Coming out of the ground, being born, moving forward, having the wisdom in one arm and money or value in the other. That's that snake, and the money's falling out. Communication is here. That's that typewriter, right? Papayas, incense, direction. All those things are here. Look at the bottom. Papaya, direction, typewriter. Something is being born out of a dead situation, or out of an old situation, sparks a new idea or the new logical way. Look at what's being born out of the dead skull, or out of the skull. Tree of life, baby, life. Be mindful of what you think. Something is coming to an end. Sometimes you have to call things forth, or bring things down, or settle things down in order for them to come towards fruition or full circle. And here's the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the divine masculine coming up in here. I'm telling you. The completion of an end of a cycle that is going to allow the King of Pentacles, or the divine masculine, to move forward. But the devil is here trying to block and stop the way towards the receiving of mental clarity, baby. Let's go. Whether it be your mind or they mind, right? The magician, what is being created? The devil. Don't allow the devil to block the creation, right? Right? And when I say work, the work part, that is this, right? The wise woman of Wonderland, the creation of the integrity of the compromise, the creation of the message being received that something is over, that allows the divine masculine to move forward. See? And when you talk about the prison waif, you know what this block could be? And I see it, or it is. When you talk about the grounding or the stabilization of the journey, of the movement forward, and what would be the block or the bearing or the ending of a situation is how you think, what you think. You have to be careful. See, it reverts back. So you do what you gotta do. Because they're not only coming in here and telling you how you feel, but they're telling you what you need to know. This is beautiful. So let's look at the magician. Let's look at what's being created and what's being manifested towards what gets to integrity and what gets compromised. It came out so fast. What you have? Someone who is single, independent, stable, getting ready to collect their investments. What? The 9 of coins. Getting ready to receive a message, whether it's about love or defeat. It's not going to stop you. And the celebration or the reconciliation of the coming together. That's the 3 of Cups. Right? What's under the bottom of the deck? The 6 of Swords is here again. Movement forward. And the wish of this movement, or the new direction, or the open road of movement. Y'all better get with it. Star towards the 6 of Swords, behind the 6 of Swords. And communication coming in. See? 8 of Staff. About the final decision towards the Empress. Y'all better get with it. The final decision towards the Empress. Offering solid victory. See? Let's go. Towards what? Towards what? The juggling of the completion. Yeah, ain't no more juggling, baby. See? It's over and done with. For who? The Hermit. Who is traveling through this journey alone? Yeah, towards ending a cycle with this Empress. Towards calling the final decision with this Empress. The Hermit. Because some of them, they could be talking about them not being they could be talking about them being in separation from you. That's the divine masculine. Them feeling like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders. Some of them out here walking blindly, having the light and having that action to go, but don't know where they're going. Some of them have it in their mind, the illumination of the logic, and they're getting ready to take action. That's the Hermit. To do what? To move forward. Take action to move forward towards the moon, towards the deceit, towards the reflection, towards the deception, towards the unknown, the unseen, the unknown of what? Of who? The lovers. Y'all better get with it. Y'all think this is a game? This ain't no game. This ain't no game. It's all about your thoughts. This is crucial. That's why I told you, don't never speak down upon. You always say, well, instead of saying, oh, I hate my divine masculine, I'm so ready to just go away from them, blah, 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 blah. Stop saying it and just do it. Because, see, people, they keep trying to tell me, oh, Leo, you're not right. That's not right, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. If you all at one time was a pair, just say, the divine feminine, divine masculine. I'm finna paint a picture. Because some of y'all I don't think y'all get it. And, you know, you got the karmic, they come up here and they cause a distraction and they take away the divine masculine. Don't forget that it jumps back and forth. One upon a times, it was the divine masculines in your shoes. Now the divine feminines is in the shoes. But it jumps back and forth. It comes a time where the divine masculines have tried to obtain the divine feminines, but you were over there with your karmics. See? Yeah. You gotta know this. So listen. So it's a pair, right? Just say 5 pairs started on a wagon. Just say 5 divine feminines, 5 divine masculines. And along the way, a feminine falls off. So now you have 5 masculines for 4 feminines, right? I'm just saying. And then say another feminine falls off. So you got 3 feminines, 5 masculines. It's not necessarily saying that you're going to be with that masculine. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to have 2 masculines left. What's going to happen is this leaves the option for the divine feminines to have a choice out of more options. That's what I've been trying to explain to you. Because if you got 3 divine feminines and 5 masculines, just say, because you start out as a pair, along the way, masculines and feminines are going to fall off. So when I say maybe you paired off with your divine masculine at one point in time, and as you journey and you amp up and you raise your vibration, when I say you attract other divine masculines, I never said it had to be the one that you was paired with or in the beginning with, because who's to say that divine masculine didn't fall off? So if they fell off the wagon, how can they be an option? But at the end of the day, guess what? It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, a divine feminine and a divine masculine is going to serve a divine purpose. So that's why I say don't never speak down or never think wrong, because you block and you stop. That's why I keep telling you to build up your vibration, build up your energy, and protect yourself. It's not hard to do. And it's a lot of you that would rather pour negativity into a lot of things other than turning around and building up yourself. How can a divine masculine come towards you or come in, or a divine feminine come towards you or come in, if your mental is blocked? You have to be open within your mind, your heart, your soul, man. That's how you attract. So, listen, leave a comment for all of those who are going to sacrifice. Let everybody know what you sacrificing, because I'm sacrificing meat. Bye-bye meat. Go away for a whole week. And then we're going to build up from 1 week to 2 weeks to 3 weeks. And we're going to go. We're going to keep it going. And then everyone can come on and tell how the sacrifice or the sacrificing offering, how it help them or help bring forth change, whether it was in the physical sense or a spiritual sense. You know, your light is the guide for others, not just mine, yours. So until I see you next time, take care, work it out, figure it out, and comment down below what's being sacrificed for the first week of April or the second week of April, because I'm starting tomorrow, April 1st. May 1st. May 1st. I'm starting May 1st. So do what you got to do.